a 60-minute level 1 yoga class. Rasa is my school, Greta Hill is my teacher, and in our Rasa school, we prioritize like breathing and moving from the heart, making sure the message is coming from this space, and also taking the time to connect with our breath and connect with our bodies, recognizing that yoga is a practice of connection and relationship. So how can we use our body as a tool to become more connected and in relationship authentically to self? That's what this whole thing is about. So we twist, we move, we breathe, and we occupy ourselves. And as we move into these postures, we learn that truly our really most significant assignment is to be in alignment. So how can we facilitate healthy alignment in our postures so then when we take this practice off the mat and into the rest of the world, we can have some healthy postures. So that requires opening up through the heart, letting these clavicles get wide. All of us got this tech neck going on right now. So we want to be able to be open through the heart and keep a centered, grounded pelvis underneath us to support our spine. So in today's practice, we'll be getting into the heart, the hips, and from that space, we can really be able to sing our own song and connect to the truth of who we are. And so in order to connect to the truth, it's nice to just pause and take a moment to breathe. So let's ground through our pelvis, anchor through the sit bones. I'm sitting on a block right now, and I have my feet to the outside of the block. I'm tilting my tailbone away from me, pulling up gently on my pelvic floor, and pulling the space underneath my belly button in. I'm lifting up through the sternum without puffing out my chest, right? So I'm keeping these ribs nice and knitted in, clavicles wide, and pretending there's a string attached to the top of my head so we can have a grounded pelvis and a lengthened spine out the crown of our head. Move the neck around. Get the kinks out of the system. Pull your shoulders up towards your ears. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, let the shoulders slide down your back. And soften your gaze or close your eyes and take a moment to tune into your breath. Slowing down. And beginning to create some separation between your inhale and your exhale. Honoring the space that you create at the bottom and at the top of each breath. Feeling energy and air move into the back of your heart, expanding into the back of your rib cage and occupying your lungs in 3 dimensions. Keeping your belly button pulled in, lengthen through the spine as you exhale through the nose, feeling that energy reground and reestablish yourself firmly in the earth. Riding your prana, your energy, like a wave. Gently inhaling and exhaling. And taking a moment to arrive in your body, in your breath, and in your heart center. And as we take time to slow down and connect to ourselves and get in alignment, we begin to open up new pathways to self and undo some of the knots that are sitting inside of our hearts and our bodies. And we become attuned. So let's tune into our bodies and our practice through sound with 3 ohms. Bringing hands to Anjali Mudra at heart center. Exhaling your air out fully. And inhaling through the nose. And let's lie down on our back to begin our asana practice this afternoon. Grab a block or a pillow. You're going to want 2 blocks for your practice today. If you don't have 2 blocks, that's okay. We can just use a modified variation for each posture. And come into pontoon. So taking the block on the width, low setting, place it underneath your sacrum. And begin to create length through the low belly, length through the top of the quads. Turn your palms up. And create some space with your breath. If you're feeling crampy in the low back, maybe you adjust the setting of the yoga block, or maybe you take it out and just lie down on your back for a little power shavasana. We're going to go 3 rounds of Baya Kumbhaka, focusing on the exhale. Each round we're going to get a little longer and a little deeper into our breath. All right, so we're going to exhale our air out fully. And through the nose, inhale for 1, 2, 3. And hold at the top for 1, 2, 3. And through the nose, exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the bottom. Through the nose, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the top of your inhale. Fill all the space in your lungs all the way to the tippy top, so you feel energy flowing from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. And through the nose, exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the bottom of your exhale. Last round, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the top. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the very bottom of your exhale. Grounding and recentering yourself. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And horse breath, exhale. And bend your knees. Lift your hips off of the block. And take your block off to the side. Pull your right knee into your chest and straighten out through the left leg. And begin to gently rock your right knee back and forth, side to side, as you massage your hip flexors, lengthening through the back of the neck. Try not to tilt our chin up towards the sky. Simultaneously begin to press the left heel away from you. Get some length in that left quad as well. Straighten out through the right leg. Interlace the hands behind the right knee. Roll the ankle around and create some space between your toes. Grab the sky with your foot like you're squishing mud between those piggies there. And begin to bend the right knee, flexing the hamstring and pulling the heel towards the glute. Re-straightening out the right leg and pull the toes back towards you. Engage the right quad. Again, bend the knee, point the toe, engage hamstring and glute. Straighten out through the right leg, pull the toes back. One more time, bend the knee and straighten it out. And walk your hands up towards your right ankle. Pull the belly button in. Maybe you pull your nose towards your knee as you point the left toes away from you at the same time. And take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, bend the knee, and right hand grabs either the big toe or the outer edge of the right foot for a half modified happy baby here. If this is too much, you can bend the left leg. And gently press that right foot into the sky to get some activation in that right hamstring and pull the right shoulder back in. So you're creating some nice isometric strengthening of the back of the shoulder and the back of the thigh. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, come into a twist, taking your left hip underneath you and bringing the right knee over the top of the body, taking left hand on top of the right knee and reaching right hand over. Lengthen through your spine and breathe into the twist. Each breath creating a little bit more freedom. And return to center. Now keep that right leg in the air and bend the left leg. Bring the left foot underneath you. Straighten out the right leg towards the sky and come into a single leg glute bridge. Activate and turn on your left hamstring and your left glute. Press your right heel towards the sky. Engage the right quad. Let's rep that out a few times. Inhale at the top and exhale, hips come back down to the ground. Pressing through all four corners of the left foot. Inhale high and exhale down. Keeping the shoulder blades close together. Inhale high and exhale down. 3, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale high and hold at the top. And exhale, keeping your hips extended. Right leg falls out to the side, keeping your pelvis square. Working on a rotational strength, working on our hip extensors at the same time. Bring the right foot back. Inhale and exhale, hips come down. 4 more. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right leg falls out to the side. I have my arms out to the side to help stabilize. Bring it back to center. Breathe in and exhale down. 3 more. Inhale high. Exhale, right leg falls out to the side. The left knee stays pointed towards the ceiling. Inhale high and exhale down. Engage the left glute. Inhale high. Exhale to the side. Keep the pelvis square to the ceiling. Inhale high and exhale down. Last one. Inhale, engage left glute. Exhale, right foot falls out to the side. Inhale back and bring it back down. Keep the right foot pointed towards the sky. Extend the left leg, point the toes away from you, lift the left heel off the ground. Pull the belly button in and begin to pulse and get a crunch, strengthening and connecting the space between your core and your quad. Try to use the belly and not use your neck or your face. Now hold at the top and just pulse. You can add a little exhale to really get in there, and hold at the top a little more. How tall can you reach? And bring the knee or the left knee into the chest and straighten out through the right leg and begin to take the left knee across the body, massaging left hip flexor. Switching sides here. Now we straighten out the left leg. We open up the space between the toes. We roll the ankle around and get into the fascia, the connective tissue. And putting some lube up in these ankle joints here. Same with our knees. We bend the knee, engage hamstring, squeeze the heel towards the glute, straighten out the leg, pull the toes back, lengthen through the heel cord, the Achilles, the calf, the hamstrings. Rebend the knee, straighten out, point the toes back, rebend and straighten out. Walk your hands up towards your left ankle, pull your nose towards your knee. Pull the belly button in. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, grab big toe or outer edge of the foot. Half happy, baby. Creating space in our hamstrings and in the bottom of our pelvis here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, supine twist. Bringing the left leg across. Maybe you take a block, place it underneath the knee as you stack left hip on top of the right. Opening up and expanding into your shoulders, your bicep, your pec, lengthening through the spine, pulling the belly button in. 3 breaths. Each breath we create more freedom. One more breath. And exhale, return to center. Straighten out the left leg, pull the right foot underneath you. Extend the hip. Press left heel towards the sky. Walk your shoulder blades close together. Grab the ground with your right foot. Engage that right hamstring and glute. Inhale and exhale down. Press the heel towards the sky. Inhale and down. Exhale. Inhale high and exhale down. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And inhale high and hold. Point the toes. Take your arms out to the side. Left leg falls out. Hips stay square towards the ceiling. Left leg returns. Inhale and exhale. Hips come down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left leg falls out to the side. Right knee stays square. Bring it back. Inhale and exhale down. 3 more. Inhale high. Exhale, try and keep the pelvis square so you're keeping strong in the rotational abdominals. Bring it back and bring it down. Twice more. Inhale high. Exhale. Inhale high. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Matching breath to movement. Inhale. And exhale. Straightening out the right leg. Lifting up through the heart, the shoulders, engaging through the core, and beginning to pulse. As we turn on the abdominals and begin to integrate the space between knee, hip, core, shoulder, strengthening the body. Hold at the top and pulse. Add a little leaky tire breath action. And pull the knees into the chest and begin to rock back and forth and come into a tabletop position. Make your hands nice and open. And let's cat-cow a few times together. Tucking the toes, lifting up through the heart, pulling shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, cow. And exhale, flatten out the feet, round the spine, tuck chin to chest, cow. Twice more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round. Cow, inhale. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Now walk your ankles out, walk your wrists out, shake out the head, shake out the jaw, stick out your tongue. Make your nostrils big, make your eyes crazy, do some eye yoga. Turn some jams on here to help facilitate the practice. And let's get in alignment. Let's get in attunement with each breath. All right, so soften the knees a lot. Knees just hover above the ground. Make the hands really big. Pull up on your pelvic floor, pull the belly button in, and begin to push away from your hands. Turn your elbows towards the front of the mat and begin to push your heart all the way towards your thighs. Push back and lift up through the armpits. Begin to straighten out through the legs, keeping the tailbone tucked, or not tucked, but tilted, and lengthening through the spine from the tip of the tailbone to the top of the head. Really press into the space between thumb and index finger. Pull that belly button in. Squeeze the feet towards each other, shins in simultaneously. Try and create more width in the pelvis by driving the thighs wide. Shins in, thighs out. Breathe into the back of the heart. Deep inhale. Keep the belly button pulled in. Exhale. Can you press your heart back further? Maybe you lengthen through the heel cord more. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Tilting the tailbone towards the sky. Deep inhale. And exhale. Soften the knees. Elevate the heels. Inhale. And exhale. Tippy toe to the top of the mat. Grab the ground with your feet and take your hands behind your back. Open up through the heart and the shoulders. Roll the neck around and create some space in between your collarbones. Maybe your hands are together. Maybe your hands are apart and you have tight shoulders like your boy right here. You can soften the knees, shake it back and forth, and get the gunk out your neck. And bring the hands back down to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale and hold. Tilt the tailbone away, pull shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Engage your lats by pressing pinkies into the shins. Continue to squeeze the floor together with your feet and tilt that tailbone away, keeping belly button in. Take a deep inhale and exhale, fold. Feet press into the earth. Reverse swan dive. Arms sweep out to the side. Hands reach high. Inhale and exhale. Hands coming to heart center at Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to pause. Thank yourself for showing up. And noticing if there's anything that's getting in the way right now that's creating some obstacles and our ability to create attunement. Right? What are those things? Is there something we're having a difficult time letting go of? Maybe we just got a kink in the neck. Right, whatever it is, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you allow that thing to be. You love that thing, you thank that thing, and you let go of that thing. Circle sweep our arms high, inhale. And exhale, soften the knees, lengthen through the spine, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, high plank position. Walk your feet back, stack shoulders on top of the wrists. Press the earth away from you. Engage the quads and hug muscle to bone. Squeeze the floor with your hands and pull hands towards feet, feet towards hands. And begin to posteriorly tilt your pelvis. So instead of tucking it or tilting it, now we tuck and engage through the belly as we round the upper back and pull shoulders away from the ears, protracting through the shoulder blades. Lean past the fingertips, option to drop to the knees. Keep elbows tight by the side, chaturanga, all the way down to the belly. Take arms out to the side, gecko pose. Elbows stacked on top of wrists, coming onto your fingertips. Tops the feet press into the floor. Lift up through the heart and inhale. And exhale down. Twice more, inhale. Press belly into the earth and exhale down. Inhale and hold. Take arms down by the side. Lift palms off the earth. Potentially lift both feet off the ground for a locust posture. Squeeze pinkies towards each other and begin to turn thumbs up towards the sky, externally rotating through the shoulder. Engage right glute, engage left glute, and bend the knees and press the heels towards the sky as you continue to skydive here, lengthening through the neck, engaging lats and triceps, hugging muscle to bone. Take a deep inhale and exhale, return, hands come underneath you. Feet return to the earth. High cobra, lift up through the heart, inhale. And exhale, just twist it out a little bit, left, right, roll the neck around. Now try and get these shoulders back behind you as you lift up through the heart. Maybe you lift the knees off the ground for an upward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose. Pull the belly button in, breathe out through the nose, downward dog. Reconnecting to our truth with each breath, using our nose to breathe and facilitate deep, nourishing energy and oxygen into our bodies. Inhale, bend the knees, elevate the heels. And exhale, hop or step through, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Arms sweep out to the side, stand tall, inhale. And exhale, hands at heart center. Now that we've pulled out some weeds, what seeds are we planting in our practice today? Taking a moment to find one word that resonates. Is it truth? Is it freedom? What's going to allow us to step more into of ourselves and feel attuned and aligned? Take a nice inhale. And exhale, let that sink in. Arms sweep out to the side, reach high, inhale. Exhale, soften the knees, long spine, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, high plank position, chaturanga, shift past the fingertips. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Healthy breath out. Inhale, bend the knees, elevate the heels. And exhale, hop or step through, top of the mat. Sun salutation A, one more round, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Stand tall, arms sweep tall, inhale. And exhale, hands heart center. Reach high, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, your chaturanga. Always option to skip chaturanga and go right back to downward facing dog. Riding our breath like a wave. The breath guides and leads the movement. Lift your right leg high, three-legged dog, inhale.
And exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Press the earth away from you and pull that heel towards the glute. Point the right knee towards the sky as you keep your shoulders square. Press into the left, or lift up through the left armpit. Straighten out the legs, square the hip. Inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine, come onto the top of your left big toe. Press the earth away with your hands. Three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, low lunge, right foot steps through, left knee to the earth, arms sweep high, breathe in. And exhale, grab the left wrist and lean over the right side of your body as you press your right knee forward. Getting some active dorsiflexion in the ankle and lengthening through the hip. Engage your left butt cheek and smell your pits. Check yourself real quick. All right, and twist. Take elbow outside the knee, tuck the left toes, and pull the belly button in to help deepen the twist. The right heel pulls back as the left knee pulls forward, squaring your pelvis towards the front of the mat. Keeping that belly button pulled in, option to lift the left knee off the ground, coming into a twisted lunge. Pressing evenly through all four corners of your right foot and pulling the shoulders away from your ear as you press the left heel away from you. One more inhale. And as you exhale, hands frame right foot, step the left foot closer and come into a high pyramid. Great opportunity to use blocks and take them on either the high, low, medium setting and square your pelvis towards the front of the mat. Lengthen through your spine and pull the shoulders away from the ear. Breathe into the back of the heart. Inhale. And exhale, fold and pull nose to knee. Squeezing the floor together with your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Arms sweep tall, breathe in. And exhale, cactus the arms, lift up through the heart, squeeze side body. Engage through the low belly, inhale, arms come high. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step right foot back, low lunge, right knee to the earth, arms sweep high, breathe in. Pull the belly button in, and as you exhale, grab right wrist, lean over left side of the body. How's your quarantine like deodorant game right now? Ooh, yum, twist. Smell like toaster strudel bread, yummy. Some apple cinnamon flavor, scrumptious. That helps me sing my song and be in attunement. Right, some buttery treats. And straighten out that leg. Engage the quad and hug muscle to bone here. Lengthening from heel to head. You can keep your hands in Anjali Mudra. Sometimes it's fun to come into this position right here, this sphere of tension, and gently press into all five fingertips, pulling shoulders away from the ear. One more breath. And exhale, high pyramid, hands framed, left foot. Step the right foot slightly forward, right hip at a 45-degree angle. Softening through the left knee, grabbing the ground with both feet, squeeze the mat together, lengthen through your spine, and trying to take that pelvis and untuck it as you open up to the deep hamstrings, lengthening through the neck as well. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, nose to knee. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, hands come to the earth, step back, high plank position, your chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Nice breath out. Three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, stack left hip on top of the right, lengthen through the right armpit. Grab the ground with the inner arch of your right foot. Straighten out the leg, square the hip, inhale. And exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, step through in between the hands. Right knee to the earth, low lunge. Arms come high, inhale. And exhale, hands sweep back by the side. Engage triceps. Tuck right toes. Lift right knee off the earth. Pull belly button in. And try and press that right heel away. Engage the right glute. Inhale. And exhale, leaning your weight onto the left foot, airplane pose. Press right heel away. Lengthen through the arms. Lift up through the heart. Internally rotate the right hip, keeping the pelvis square to the earth. Slowly begin to pull the right knee into the body and come into a single leg Tadasana, pulling right knee in to the chest. Reach the arms high and press the left foot into the ground. Can you engage left glute and lift that right knee higher? Flexing left leg. Option to extend the right leg and lengthen through the left. Pull that belly button in. Chair pose. Bring the foot down to the ground. Open up the arms if the shoulders are starting to get rounded forward. Point the thumbs back. Try and untuck the tailbone and find neutral in the pelvis. Weights predominantly in the heels and hugging muscle to bone, engaging glutes and hamstrings. Deep inhale and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step the left leg back, left knee to the earth. Arms come high, low lunge, inhale. And exhale, arms sweep back by the side, hug muscle to bone, pull belly button in. Lengthen through that left hip flexor, engage left glute. Tuck left toes, and lift the left knee off the ground. Squeeze inner thighs together without just jamming in the back of the neck. Lift up through the heart, pull the belly button in, engage through the belly. Deep inhale, and exhale, using the strength of your right foot and your right hamstring, lean forward, airplane pose. Press left heel away from you, square the hips, open up through the clavicles, and squeeze the muscles around your arm bones. Pull the left knee into the body. Arms reach high. Single leg Tadasana. Point the toes and get straight through that right leg. Whew. Maybe you begin to straighten out through the left. Playing around with options here. Seeing what feels fun for you. Chair pose. Sink low. This time, let's lift the heels up and get the ankles strong. Begin to sit down deep in that chair. Deep, 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 deep. Until we come down, we walk our hands back behind us as we come into a reverse tabletop. So whether your hands are facing forward, to the side, behind you, or whatever your pleasure is here, open up through the heart and extend through the hips. Grab the ground with your fingers. We're not hanging in the head. We're also not here. So squeeze muscle to bone on the hamstrings and the triceps. Get into the inner arches of your feet. Now lift your right hand off the ground and stack right shoulder on top of the left. Now my left shoulder is currently in internal rotation, so I'm going to point the fingertips towards the back of the mat and get my shoulder externally rotated, stabilizing as I stack. Engage through the glutes, inhale. And exhale, bend the hips, right elbow comes into hips. Twice more, re-extend the hips, inhale, open up. Squeeze shoulder blades together, exhale down.
Inhale high. And exhale, right hand comes to the ground. Point the right fingertips behind you. Externally rotate through the shoulder by grabbing the ground with your hand and opening up the cookie jar. Extend, hug the shoulder blade to the back of the rib cage. Pull belly button in. Inhale. And exhale down. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale high. And exhale down. Bring your hips down to the earth. Straighten out through the legs. All right, up tuck the boogie a little bit. Get out from underneath yourself. And come into a Navasana boat pose. Bending the knees. Taking hands behind the hamstrings. And opening up through the heart. Lifting up through the chest. Option to stay here or straighten out the legs. Maybe you lift up the arms towards the sky. Hugging quads to core. Lifting up through the heart. Deep inhale. Low boat. Exhale. Heels hover. Shoulders hover. Engage through the core, not the neck. Pull belly button in. Rise. Inhale. Lower. Exhale. We're going 5, 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale high. You got this. Exhale. Inhale high. And cross the ankles. Exhale. Come forward onto your forearms. Into a Sphinx pose. And stretch out the belly. Open up through the heart. And lengthen through the space between the bottom of your pelvis, right, and the bottom of your sternum right here. Press tops the feet into the floor. Sometimes it's nice to grab a block and take it in between thumb and index finger to help create external rotation at the shoulder and lengthen. Now we can stay in Sphinx, or you have the option to begin to bend the knees and walk the feet in towards the elbows for a dolphin pose. It's downward facing dog on the forearms. I need to bend my knees a lot and push away, lengthen through the spine as I press my heart towards the back of the mat. Grab the ground with your hands and begin to press heels into the earth as you maybe walk your feet closer, stacking shoulders on top of the elbows and bending the knees as much as you need to prioritize lengthening through the spine. Now, if you are familiar with this posture and you like to go a single leg variation, or maybe even do a few hops into a forearm balance, we're going to be here for 3 more breaths. Creating alignment in our spine, openness in our hearts and our hips. 1 more inhale. And exhale, bringing knees to the width of the mat, pressing hips back towards the heels. And roll like a wave underneath the laser and come into an upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice breath in, and a nice breath out. 3-legged dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Straighten out the legs, square the hip, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. 3-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, right foot steps through, in between the hands. Press left heel away, easy twist. Right hand comes high. Inhale. And exhale, spin, wide-legged forward, fold. Now rock it back and forth into your left leg and into your right leg. And get those inner thighs feeling nice and strong and open. And begin to tilt the toes towards each other, soften the knees, walk your hands out in front of you.
If you're stiff like your boy right here, take a block or something you can rest your hands on, maybe a chair or a couch, a little coffee table, and begin to create as much space as you can between your fingertips and your hips as you squeeze the floor together with your feet, turning on inner thighs, lengthening through the back of the neck and tilting the tailbone towards the sky. Pull shoulders away from the ears and breathe into the back of the heart. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, press your hips back like you're gonna fall backwards. Weight's on your heels more than your toes. Deep inhale. And exhale, squeeze the ground together. You still have the balls of the feet on the earth, right? Deep inhale, use the muscles of your feet to squeeze towards the center. Bring the hands back underneath you. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, take a deep bend into that left leg. Coming into a deep lateral lunge, maybe a skandasana as you externally rotate through those right toes. Maybe you're on the ball of the foot. Maybe the heel's on the ground. Trying to get, again, lengthen the spine. So we're trying to tilt that tailbone away. So what's gonna be appropriate for me is to come a little higher, pull the belly button in, and lengthen through the spine. Nice inhale. And exhale, press off the left foot, come into a warrior two facing the front of the mat. Right knee stacked on top of right ankle. Squeeze the floor together. Pull that right hip back. Open up through the arms. And we pull in and lengthen out. A mudra of attunement, Shukri right here. So take these fingers together and you can begin to mobilize through the shoulders and the wrists and the neck while we get these lower body muscles firing here as we bend deeper into that right leg. Continue to pull up, pull in as we internally and externally rotate. Reverse warrior, right arm reaches high, bend the right knee deeper. Inhale. And exhale, side angle. Take right forearm on top of right thigh. Stack left shoulder on top of right shoulder. Maybe you begin to take the hand down to the earth or rest it on a block. Continue to pull that right hip back and squeeze the floor together, creating stability in your foundation, in your inner thighs, your feet, your pelvis. Continue to pull the belly button in. Reverse warrior. Right arm reaches high. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel, left hand down to the ground, spin on the ball of the left foot, easy twist. Right hand comes high, breathe in. And exhale, side plank, stack the right hip on top of left. And open up the cookie jar with your left hand like we practiced. Try and keep the right hip stacked on top of the left without dumping the right hip back behind us. Pull the belly button in. The right hand returns to the ground. Your vinyasa. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Bend the knee, exhale, stack left hip on top of right. Press the ground away from you. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine, come onto the ball of the right foot. Three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, step through in between the hands. Easy twist. Left arm reaches high, breathe in. And exhale, spin, wide-legged forward fold. And begin to rock it back and forth, opening up through the neck. And find 5 breaths in this wide-legged forward fold position that sound nice to you. Maybe you focus on getting real wide. Maybe you interlace the hands behind the back and rinse out the shoulders. Maybe if a headstand is in your practice, now's the time to play around with a tripod headstand. A few more breaths.
And bringing those hands back underneath you. Rolling up halfway and inhale. And exhale, bend deep into the right leg. Maybe you're coming into this lateral lunge, prioritizing not tucking the tailbone underneath you, but lengthening through the spine, pulling belly button in. Maybe we're in a full skandasana, as long as we can maintain that spinal alignment. Squeeze muscle to bone in that right thigh. Nice inhale. And exhale, press strong up that right foot, warrior two. Come into this attunement mudra with your hands. And once you've found warrior two with your legs, begin to open up through the wrists and the shoulders and invite some fluidity and some mobility into your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, as we squeeze the floor together with our feet, allowing ourselves to deepen with that structure we create. Reverse warrior, inhale. And exhale, side angle. Taking left forearm to left thigh and opening up through the shoulders and pulling that left hip back. Try not to dump the right hip over. Right, so we stack that right hip and open up through the pelvis as we pull left hip back simultaneously. Maybe that creates more freedom to get deeper into the pose as we grab the ground with both feet. We push and we pull. We inhale, we exhale, we yoke and we connect. Pressing into the left leg, reverse warrior, inhale. And exhale, cartwheel, right hand down to the ground. Spin on the ball of the right foot, easy twist, left hand high. And exhale, side plank. Left hip stacks on top of the right. Lift up through the heart. Press the earth away from you and lift the hips higher. Pointing the fingers towards the front of the mat or slightly towards the right corner. Left hand returns your vinyasa. Making good time, loved ones. From down dog, lift the right leg high, inhale. And exhale, right foot steps through in between the hands. Bend the left knee. Twisted monkey lunge. Right hand reaches back. Grab right ankle. And lift up through the heart. Maybe the right knee falls out to the side. Maybe we come onto a forearm or use a block or a pillow as a prop. We're not chasing the most extreme variation of each posture. We're meeting ourselves where we're at and playing the edge, just tuning our instrument, not necessarily trying to blow our horn too hard right out the gate and blow a gasket or some shit. I want to be able to ease into this thing, take care of this body. If you have the foot, release the foot. Right hand frames right foot. Left hand frames right foot. Press left heel away from you. Lift left knee off the ground. Pull belly button in and begin to lift your chest off of your thigh, coming into a high crescent lunge. Bending deep into the right leg. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you need to bend the left knee a lot to support your low back. If you feel like you're being compromised in the lumbar, pull in. Protect the low back. Lift up through the heart, open through the shoulders. Facilitate healthy breathing mechanics by breathing into the upper lobes of your lung. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, hands frame the right foot. Using one or two blocks to come into either a half split or a fuller split variation. Grabbing my blocks. And this is what's going on in my body at this current stage of my life. So I'm going to bend my right knee a lot and try not to dump into the belly like I have a tendency to do. So I'm going to try and pull in And internally rotate my left hip forward, opening up through the shoulders. It's nice to try and squeeze the ground together and create some action and some strength in this posture. Pull up on the pelvic floor, pull the belly button in, press the heel into the earth as you pull the right heel back. Deep inhale. And exhale, you can soften and relax into it a little bit more. Create a little bit more space. Pull belly button in, pull up on pelvic floor, press heel into the earth. Inhale. Squeeze the floor together with your right heel and your left knee. Exhale, soften. Inhale. And exhale. Hands frame the right foot, re-bend the right knee slowly. Begin to pull left knee underneath you. Returning to our low lunge, lift the left knee off the earth, lift up through the heart and inhale. And exhale, press your weight into your right foot and lift your left foot off the ground. And come into a standing splits. Maybe hands are on blocks. You walk your hands back towards your right foot as you pull your nose towards your knee. Now we can stay here, or with the help of a block, or maybe our right hand is on the ground, we begin to open up the left hip and stack left hip on top of the right and come into a half moon. Turning left toes up and turning our gaze maybe towards the ceiling. Stacking shoulders on top of each other and creating length in our right armpit and our right hip. Step the left foot all the way back. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Left leg comes high, inhale. And exhale, left foot steps through. Right knee to the earth, bend the right knee, left arm reaches back, twisted monkey lunge. These deep twists help release a lot of gunk in our system here. Maybe you take the left knee out to the side, maybe the forearm rests on a block, maybe you're chilling in this lizard lunge variation and not reaching back. That feels better for you. All right, stacking left knee on top of left ankle. Hands frame left foot. Tuck right toes. Pull up on the gooch, pull back on the pooch. Pelvic floor up, belly button in. Lift the right knee off the ground. Press right heel away. Lengthen through your spine. Lift up through the heart and come into your high crescent lunge. Maybe the arms reach high, that left leg bends deep, engaging through the right glute, engaging through the low belly to facilitate stability in the pelvis that unlocks the top of the spine. Deep inhale. And exhale, hands frame left foot. And step or begin to wiggle that right foot back behind you and come into your half or full split with the left leg forward. We're usually a little bit more open on one side versus another. Just means you're human. We all get our bumps and bruises down our paths here. So what we're going to do with that, we're not going to hide and not walk our path because we got a few bumps and bruises. We're tougher than that. We also don't force it either, right? So we meet ourselves where we're at. We breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. Squeeze right glute, pull left heel back, inhale. And exhale, using a little contract, relax. Inhale. And exhale. And begin to wiggle that right knee back underneath you. Rebend the left leg. Frame left foot, lift up through the heart, lift right knee off the ground, inhale. And exhale, standing splits. Press left foot into the ground. Pull nose to knee. Engage right glute and quad. Walk hands back towards left foot. Stay here, or begin to press the left foot into the ground. Maybe you have a block underneath you as you stack and open up right hip on top of the left. Maybe you lift the left hand up. And step the right foot all the way back. And come down into a tabletop position. And walk your hands back behind you and take your legs out in front of you. And lie down on your back. Bringing the soles of your feet together and the knees out wide for a Supta Baddha Konasana. And taking one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. Reconnecting with your breath. Intention you set for yourself at the beginning of practice. And with each exhale, we pull out the weeds, we create space. And with each inhale, we invite that intention and allow it to sink into our DNA, being co-creators with our universe here. Using our breath as a tool to tune into the truth of who we are so we can continue to sing our song more truly, more effortlessly, more gracefully, and with more power. Yoga is a practice of connection, relationship, and empowerment. Empowerment is wellness. And as we continue to open up new spaces and capacity to feel within our hearts and our bodies, we create new opportunities to be more powerful and connected to the truth of who we are. Please take the next 5, 10, however many minutes to yogi's choice, decompress. Maybe you invite a few supine twists into your body. Maybe a bridge to open up through the hips. Or maybe take your feet upside down and allow your immune system to really begin to flow. Thank you so much for your practice. May you continue to live with courage and compassion, with light and darkness, with resiliency and attunement. Namaste.